going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by. Just wanted to take a quick look at what is going on here. Just started this, so you can see that we're up pretty big for QQQ, and we're really testing this one level here at 700, and it's really, really big. I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna give the best performance I possibly can. But one cool thing I want to show you guys. I always have to log back into this. But I want to show you some levels that I'm looking at on QQQ that are going to be really, really big. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay? So if there's something here that you want to see, just let me know and I'll look it up. All right? Now, if I do ticker search and I do QQQ, right, we're going to see down here that there is a very large wall. This might be hard for you guys to see this. I don't know if you guys are going to see this or not. But there's a very large green wall right here. It looks like this. Okay? If we get over this level, well, maybe you guys can't see it. Okay, cool. So if we get over this level, then we're going to keep going higher. If we fail at this level, that's going to be really tough. So that's the aggregate level of all of the interest, buying and selling volume, levels coming in at this GEX level. So even if you go to tomorrow, it's still 700. The next day, it's still 700. But what's interesting is 2 days from now, you can see 705, 710 starts to come out August 5th, 705, 710, so we're 706. So we are leaning more towards people betting on breaking it. Although when you get to August 6th, 695 starts to come out. And August 7th, back at 690. So realistically, our next levels are going to be somewhere around over here at 710. And then this level down here, I think around 690 is going to be here. Right here. So we're going to be going in between these levels like this until there's a breakout to some side, right? And we could go through this, but this is our new levels. Now on SPY, what's been super interesting is we're basically back at all-time highs. Just to show you how fast we come up to all-time highs again is really interesting. But you'll see once we get up into this area, we do start to head back. So this is where it would be interesting to do like a call and a put at the same time, because at that point, you would win no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, we're back at all-time highs. So theoretically, you could set it up where, let's just do an example for you guys. SPY, we could do a strangle, right? Now, let's say we do it for August. So this is Google, sorry. Let's do SPY. So we're going to bet both sides here. So if SPY goes, so let's say the whole play costs $322. We have a 753 put and a 763 call, okay? And it's for the end of Friday, right? So Friday, the 7th. Now, if we go down 5%, you would make $55 in profit. If we go up 5%, you would make about $50-something in profit. If we go up 1%, you would make $200 in profit. If we went down 1%, you would make almost $200 in profit. So no matter which way the market goes, you would still make money no matter what. So this is what we've been doing a lot when the market's been choppy, is just playing both sides, because the market, no matter what stock you guys are looking at, doesn't matter. None of them have just stayed exactly where they are. They've moved a lot. Even though it's swinging a lot, they're staying. The swings itself, garner a lot. For example, Apple went down 14% during earnings. So 14% and was like, just keep going here. It was pretty big. 14%, you would make $3,000 in profit off of 152. That's why it was so easy to play. A lot of people in my group at least did 2 puts and 1 call. So putting down 152, to make 3,000 is not bad. That was almost 2,000%. A lot of people made 1,000%, but still, that was off of an earnings play. We have a lot of earnings coming up this week. So AMD has earnings. That's going to be super interesting. So the profits outgain the loss and the movement in either direction. Exactly. Super, super smart. Yep. So you give up on the other side for the other side to win. So we did, but it has to be for something that is low implied volatility. You can't do it on like a stock like Joby or a stock like UMAC, or because they move so much already. You need to do it on a stock like Amazon, which historically doesn't move that much, or Apple that doesn't move that much. So when it does move a lot all of a sudden, like AMD or Intel, you're going to see, look, AMD has an implied volatility of 120. So I would go look at all of the earnings coming out, go through all of them, and see which ones. Actually, I'll just ask Aria, the AI for Trader, the Trader Lady AI, and say, out of all of the earnings for stocks coming out this week, which one has the most attractive or low IV to play a long, sorry, I can't type it, play a long straddle for the earnings move. Please list your top 5 plays. And there we go. She'll go over all of it, figure it out. So it's nice to just be able to ask. A lot of times I don't even type it anymore. I just talk to her, and then she'll just talk back. But yeah, we do have a lot of earnings coming up this week. I want to find that list to show you guys. Reddit, Wall Street Bets. I like this one. So this is what we got going on this week. It's pretty interesting. We have, like I said, AMD, we have Palantir after, we have AMD, we have Shopify, we have SanDisk, we have Datadog. DraftKings is going to be interesting after the World Cup. D-Wave and Rigetti for Quantum, AAOI, Lily, SanDisk, WDC, Zeta, SpaceX, Wix. Novo Nordisk. So we have a lot of things happening here. If you guys have any names that you find to be quite interesting, let me know. And I'll do a deeper dive on it for you, because that's, why I'm here. It's what my existence is at this point. So, I was at the, earlier, I was at the Wolf Financial Conference in New York. It was interesting. They set up all these tables, and it was the first time there was like a real in-person, like trading the open, but they had like their top 10 traders on a platform just saying the plays they were getting in. And you were like encouraged to work with like the people in your group. But after a while though, I just kind of wanted to work with my own team, or like by myself. But it was an interesting situation though. It was kind of cool. Oh, let's go back to the Trader Lady and see what she says. Alright, here's our list. Pfizer, APO, NTR is an interesting one. Okay. The cheapest premium by far, lowest IV rate, and expected move easily covers the straddle cost. NTR is the best. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at that. NTR is a fertilizer stock that usually gets caught up a lot of times in the Strait of Hormuz. So let's see if this would work. It's not like a super sexy name or anything, but a nutrient might work. Let's say it goes down 5%, you would make 80%. If it goes up 5%, you would make 84%. So it costs $65 to buy both of these. So in theory, it's not bad. You would make $53 on one side in profit, or $53 on the other side making profit. So that's not bad at all. Even if you did 2 weeks out, you'd still make pretty good profit here. So that's something to think about. I might fool around with that and try to find some other things. But if there's some other stocks that you guys want me to look at, definitely let me know and I'll take a look at it. I'll show you the ones that I was looking at for today that we did this morning. I did DRAM calls this morning. So this is Micron, SanDisk, all of those. I felt like Micron was really low, so in the morning. And once it started to rally up off of this buying pressure right here, I kind of just set the alert right at where the resistance was at 51.80 and then took it out. And now I have one more runner to see if we can get maybe a little bit higher. But I have that for 2 more weeks, so, Micron loves to get back up to 850 at least. And right now we're at 820 something. So there's a good possibility that at some point we hit 850 on Micron again. So I'll leave it in for a little bit longer. Also, Apple is super interesting, and I'll get to your place here. We're really respecting this 300 or 305 level. We keep pushing up to like 311 or 312. One day of getting it from 303 to like 313 would be a huge move, because Apple, whenever it moves a lot, like with a little bit. Like, for example, let's say you do an August 21st call, the 330s are only $107. Let's say 307, 16. Yeah, I mean, if we get the same percentage move, you would make almost 100%. If Apple moves 2%, you'd make like 80 or 90%. So If it comes back again at 302, maybe I'll set an alert here. If it comes back again at this level, I'll buy another one. Because Apple loves to swing back up. And if we're so lucky for Apple to come back to 278, oh my goodness. I would just buy as many December or January contracts and then just let it swing up over time. Oh, am I going really bad here? My audio completely off? That's probably why people are leaving so fast. I was wondering what was going on. Axon, I like a lot. I mean, the taser companies I always like. So, this should also work pretty well. It looks really good chart-wise. I mean, we have some room to keep pushing up. It's a solid bounce down here, so we could definitely see this coming up. At least it would come up to a power of 3 here. That would be 1, 2, and then the third time coming back up here to 650. You want some ETFs? ETF. Let's just go through all the sectors. XLF. Financials keeps pushing higher. We did, yeah. So, one of my plays this week was Citi. Citi looks like it can break out here. Like, it's getting ready. You know what I mean? Like, it's warming up. Citigroup could definitely break here and keep pushing up. We also have Bank of America that keeps pushing off. It's getting a little overbought here, but it keeps on this 20 moving average every day. See? And then it pushes off of it. So anytime it comes back down, you can play up for 2 points. It's really inexpensive. But let's just look at all the sectors real quick. Sector flow. Communications is number 1 today. I think that's why Meta was my number 1 play for the week, because it loves being in the 600s. It filled this gap so quick this morning. That was the number 1 thing I went over last night in my group. Was it can't. Also, we're filling a huge triangle here. So that eventually was going to pop off here and eventually come up back to the middle of this triangle. This is an 18-month long triangle at this point for Meta. So it is kind of interesting to see, you know, every time we're down at these lower triangle levels, we always pop back up. Google services. Let's see. Google, Meta, Google. Yeah, it's basically communications with Meta and Google all broke out. We have, so XLC was the big one today. XLY, consumer discretionary, which is like Tesla. All the Mag 7s did really well today. I did do a quick Robinhood play this morning too, and that worked out really well. Industrials, technology. The ones that aren't doing well today is energy, but energy is kind of like the opposite of technology. If technology goes up, energy goes down. People get scared with technology. They start to, you know, go out of energy. It's a back and forth thing. Software is interesting. Actually, let me try something here. Let me see if this microphone might be better. Right. Does this work better? You guys hear me better now? With this microphone? Is there any difference or not really? I don't know, you guys let me know. I know that you guys can still hear me though. Software, cybersecurity, regional banks, semiconductors. So these are, then we have like what's called like thematic or themes: uranium, solar, quantum, aerospace, robotics, or they're all up. So defense is up, lithium is up, photonics is up, drones is sort of up. So the only thing that's down today is biotech, energy, utilities, consumer staples, and healthcare. Everything else is running up. Even Google is breaking out higher. That's why Google at 300 was such a good level. Google isn't a complete breakout at this moment in time. Like, see how I draw my breakouts here for Google? This is a floating second stage with unusual volume. Google should continue tomorrow. As long as it crosses this line and holds, we should get another bounce tomorrow for Google. Like, no doubt. SoFi is also up 10% today, so we're about to hit 18 on SoFi. So that's always good. But yeah, do you guys hear me better now than before? Just let me know, because I did try to change the microphone. Let's see. So now, yeah, Robinhood is doing pretty well also. We're up 6% on Robinhood. That was the play I did this morning just because it kept bouncing off this line. Oh, QQQ is now over 700. So over that big level we looked at earlier. Let's see if it keeps pushing here. It's a big, big level, 700 for QQQ. If we get above that, this 20 moving average, and that big call wall at 700, we're going to be pretty good. So, but yeah, even RDW is now at 959. So all those people that went into long-term leaps, I kind of want RDW to do bad on their earnings and go back down to 8 again. And then I'm gonna get them. I hope it goes back down to like 8 or 790, so I can get RDW again. But that's why I was also buying Rocket Lab down at those levels as shares, because I knew it wasn't gonna stay in the 60s very long. I think SpaceX is gonna be a bigger surprise for people. I wouldn't be like surprised if SpaceX did really, really well. So we'll see. But let's go over just the top names for right now. Wow, that's a lot of them. So CRWV is up 18% today. CoreWeave, AAOI is up 16%. Alloy is up 15%. NBIS is up 13.5%. AEHR is up 12%. HIMS is up 11.5%. Cypher is up 11%. Cypher RDW up 11%. Lemonade up 10, Ondis up 10, SoFi up almost 10. EOS up 9. Nano Nuclear up 8. ASTS up almost 8. Axon up 8. APLD up almost 8. Iron up 7.75. Boeing up 7. Abercrombie's up 7, Rocket Lab up 7. There's so many that are up today. There's so many, like, I keep going. Meta's up 6. Google's up 5. Microsoft is up another 5. So for some bigger names here. Yeah, Amazon is up almost 5%. PAW is up 4%. Wow, Nvidia is up. That's crazy. What a big move on Nvidia today. Let's see the next level for Nvidia. It has to be 210. Let's see. 210, yeah, right here, not bad. 212, 220, yeah. It's pretty good. You guys have any other stocks or any ideas that you guys want to, go over, or because I think at this point, we're really back up to all-time highs again today, which is, I mean, we're definitely pushing right above this right now. You could see all-time highs being broken right now. That is happening. It was a huge day for S&P 500 at 1.5%. But that's why I like where every day I talk to you guys about these second stage doji candles. See? This type of candle that's floating above a big green candle on the bottom. You get these big wicks on either side, and then the next day, here's your expansion candle. So, there it is, happy all-time highs. 758.48, yeah, that's it, we got it. What was the high over here? Yeah, 45. Yeah, we're done, but that's it. All-time highs again for S&P 500. So that's cool. Happy all-time highs day again. Just shows you how fast the market comes right back. These amount of people telling me that it's just going to go straight down is, I don't know. Like, it's not going to happen like that anymore because there's 90 million more retail traders than there were in 2019. And it's also something like $2 trillion is deployed when the markets go back up again. There's just more money and more people trading it now. More people are interested than they've ever have been. Like in 2014, nobody used to talk about this. I couldn't find anyone. Now people are really interested in it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, but we just keep going up here. This is actually quite interesting. Look at this push that we're getting here on the smaller time frames. These are big movements. This happened all day long. Let's see what the unusual unusual flow looks like. Just to see. Okay. SpaceX going down. Microsoft still going up. That's for August. That's pretty good. Amazon still going up. Apple now going up. Palantir's kind of split going both ways. Caterpillar. Yeah. Let's see the top scores for the day. Caterpillar getting these 8-14 was their earnings coming out. I think it's tomorrow morning. So people are now, you can see people piling into these Caterpillar ones just from this unusual flow right here. Also, SanDisk got another 27 million. Tesla got 22 million. That's big for Tesla. Micron got 21 million. 17 million for Google is really big. I think Google continues tomorrow, no doubt. If I had to just pick one and keep continuing, that for sure. AMD also at 486 can definitely get back up to 500. We got pretty close to 490 something. 500 is going to be this level here for AMD. So I would rather get it when it's a little bit lower though, swing it back up again. Palantir also has earnings. That's starting to push up from the bottom at 125. Netflix is now above the 20 moving average, kind of broke out today. So that's kind of interesting. So you can definitely see that there are a lot of opportunities here. There's no reason to not get any of these. Yeah, so that should work pretty well. Amazon is at all-time highs now too. That's why I just always own this stock, because it always ends up going to all-time highs. But the problem is we are at, like, our measure move is right here. So you can see we're at the top of it now. We're up here. But yeah, last 5 days just huge. Nvidia also keeps going here at 4% today for Nvidia. Oh my goodness. This is actually a really good time to just start doing really fast trading at the end of the day, because everything is just flowing up right now. But I'm kind of done for the day, to be honest. I might do an overnight Google call for it to keep going. But, I don't know. Do you guys have any other stocks that you want to look at? I didn't really get that many requests today. But it's such a good day, it doesn't even really matter. Like, everything worked today. Even Nvidia is up 15% today. Oh my goodness. What's going on? How's it going? I like to see the same names keep coming in. Like, a lot of you guys message me, which is cool. Like, I genuinely look forward to that. Also, just real quick, is my audio sound off? Or because I did switch microphones like midway through this. So, just wanted to know if it sounded off. But yeah, what a day. The audio is double. It's like weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on that then. Alright, I will work on that so that it doesn't. Maybe hold on a second, let me try something. Is this better? Maybe? I don't know. Wait, hold on a second. I don't know. I'll work on it later, but or I'll figure it out to some degree. All right. Anyways, what do you think are great companies that are down due to this tech bullish momentum? Oh, okay. I see you guys on YouTube also. Sounds like an internet echo. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix the audio for next time. I promise. Um, we'll see. Uh, okay. Yeah, I still think APLD is a great name for sure. I mean, I always buy it when it's in the low 20s, no matter what. Like, I've been doing it for a year now. It's always worked. So, it's kind of like my Nibius in a way. Like, Nibius it goes up down, like up or down 10% every day. So, like, I think it's only worth buying it when it's down. Like, still right now is not bad, but for me, APLD, I like so much more. Yeah, SoFi also. I just went over SoFi. I mean, up 10% today. The CEO just bought more of it, under 20. This was my top play last week. At the bottom, you could see this was the third time back at support. One, two, here's three. So anytime you're at a super strong support over the span of like 6 months and it hits the third time, it's a really good risk reward to buy here, because then you get something like this. Yeah, I did one on Robinhood earlier. We did a play. I, I mean, this could keep going for Robinhood. It likes bouncing off of this line right here. Every time it bounces off, it usually pushes for a little bit. So, what's your top play this week? Honestly, look at Google and tell me it's not breaking out. Tell me this is not a breakout. And then I'm going to show you something after this, which looks even that nice, that I found something that's about to break out. But this is a breakout. I mean, my top play was Meta this morning, Robinhood, and DRAM, and those all worked. But everything worked today, you know? It was just one of those days. People got a lot of hope over the weekend. I still like Rocket Lab at this level. Even if it goes down, I would buy more. iRate at 39 is pretty good. SoFi is pretty good at this level. I have so much of it already, though. But take a look at this for a second. Look at Citigroup, right? Citigroup is also at a very interesting level to break out here, right? Like, you do have a really, really nice, you know, like, it would just take 1 or 2 or 3 days. This could easily push and break out. XLF is up today again. So, you know, it's super interesting. I did CoreWeave short term, but this Q2 earnings report was bad. Yeah, CoreWeave is a stock I don't touch because it's just too crazy for me. At 60, I wanted to buy it, and then I had an alert set, but I had some money for a CoreWeave call, but at the end of the day I just never got in it. It's just one of those things. Cypher looks good here at 25, but again, the market loves to be bought back up from the bottom. Like, we're at all-time highs now. So again, like I was saying earlier in the stream, like a SPY call and put would work. There's no way we'll just stay at this level and then go sideways for 4 days. We're either going to pop back down, we're either going to pop straight up. There's only two things that could happen. Like, let's take a look at SPY. Yeah, so this next level is 760 for SPY. So 760 is right up here. I say we're going to hit that after hours. Now, whether we keep that or not, I don't know. But we could probably get there by the end of the day. I don't see why not. 760 is right up here. So we're not far away. It's kind of cool. We're basically right there. I know how to analyze financial statements and etc., but what are some tips you could give me to learn how to do these graph analysis like you do, like study EMA or what type of things? One thing you should think of getting is the indicators that I have, because it's only, it is a paid indicator. It's like $7 a month, but it's worth it because you at least get to know when, like in these green that comes in, whenever there's green, that's unusual buying. So you could see all today there was unusual buying from, the moment it started today. So for the first 10 minutes, you knew it was going to go up basically the rest of the day. And then we have a momentum indicator on the bottom. We have a volume, so if volume is going up, momentum is high, and we're getting unusual, unusual action from these green that comes on the chart, we're going to move up to the next level regardless. It's not like, like 9 times out of 10. But I would just start drawing on TradingView, to be honest. If you could draw on TradingView, start to see certain patterns forming. Apple is a good one to start with. You could draw the same patterns on Apple for forever, you know? And so that is a good one to always go with, like, no matter what. Um, Also, the cool thing on Trader Daddy Pro, you're gonna see long term. We rank all of these by the quality of the stock. So, like, I try to only play stocks that are above it, like an 80 rank. And this is every type of metric that would rank a stock in terms of quality. So, net margin growth, return on equity, revenue growth, and we compare it to the sectors that they're in. But Taiwan Semiconductor is number one. Google is now number three. Micron is technically number four now. Micron used to be number one. Duolingo came all the way back up to 97 now. That's kind of interesting. Nvidia's at 97 now. Microsoft's at 95. That used to be a lot lower. Netflix is at 93 now. Interesting. Meta's at 92 now. Western Digital is at 90. So, yeah. Apple is actually at 84 now. That's pretty good. Eli Lilly at 82. So I try to play, even Reddit is at 81. That looked interesting as well. But watch, SPY is going to probably keep moving up here all the way to the end of the day because 760 is the next level right here. So we're probably just going to come and push all the way up to here within the next 45 minutes. How much are you year to date in terms of what? It's hard. I don't even know anymore because is it like I do full breakdowns for my group, but I have like 6 different accounts. So like my long-term account is up 16, 17, or 18% for 2026. My active account is up, like my active options account is up like 30 to 40% over the last few months. I have some swing accounts that are like way over 100, but that's because I only did one leap and it worked. Like there's one account I just do silver leaps in. So it depends. Like it's hard to get like an actual year to date. Like I try to be strict on myself to like not say any ridiculous numbers. But I have different accounts for different meanings. So if I make something in my active account, like a huge amount all of a sudden, then I move that into long term and I just keep doing that while contributing to long term every week. So, and there's some short term ones too, like Rocket Lab right now, I contribute to every week. APLD, I've been contributing to a lot. Google, same thing. But every week, like Meta, I bought when it was down at 540 again. I have so much Meta at this point. SoFi, I have a lot of. Robinhood, I have a lot of that stock. So, Amazon, I have a lot of. But I didn't really start getting better until I started segregating the accounts for different reasons. So, like, once I stopped looking at like the numbers so much and started concentrating on just like good, genuine plays that make sense, then I started to do a lot better. So, and also like playing like a poker game, like you're not gonna win every poker tournament, but you want to have enough money to be able to participate in the next tournament. Because if you don't have any left, a lot of people just give up trading for forever, and I always feel really bad because, they just over leverage themselves. Things that, they bought that they couldn't take the loss on. So I always get super like, into like, oh, we're definitely over 700 now in QQQ. That's interesting. I always get like into the emotional aspect of trading, especially for men, because it's much different from men to women. Um, it's like I've found that women will ask for help much faster than men will, you know? But if something is going wrong, there's a lot of people try to revenge trade their way out of it instead of just kind of stepping aside and reevaluating things for a little bit. Oh, another interesting one I did today, just to come back to, was Rich Tech Robotics. It's at $1.50. I bought a January leap on this, meaning like I have until January for it to go higher. It was only $13, you know? So I just want it to go up to like $1.80 or maybe $2. But look how low it is. This is the lowest it's been since March of 2025. So these types of stocks, you have to get them when they're low. So I thought this was interesting to buy it when it's super volatile, as you can see. So like, I thought, what the hell? Like, why not just try? A January leap is only $13. You buy a handful of them and just see if it pops up one day, you know? Yeah. No, I hear you. Another one to look at is Planet Labs at 21. It should be a $40 stock. It's at 21 now. But yeah, today was a really good day overall. People did really well, so I'm happy for that. Even crypto, like Coinbase, is pushing off the bottom here, so that's super interesting. Bitcoin is at 63,000. This could pop up as well, but we'll see. It's cool to always have another all-time highs day where 4 days ago people thought like, the market would never come back or whatever. So I even did that poll in my Instagram, and I think it was like 75% of people thought we were eventually going to have like a 25% drop sometime this year. And that might happen, but like, I don't know. I'm beginning to get to a point where like all of these dips are just bought right up. Like we're now pushing way above all-time highs again. Really respecting this 20 moving average nicely. So we'll see. But yeah. If you guys have any questions or want to reach out to me for anything, let me know. Um, and yeah, definitely looking forward to helping all of you guys. And I will be back. I'm gonna try to start doing this more on a daily basis. I think you guys also understand that I do like 3 Zooms a day for, my groups. I also do an in-person event, 1 to 2 times a month in New York and Miami. I do those for free. So, which is interesting to me. I don't know any other groups that do free in-person things anymore. It's just all online all the time. Um, so, but it is what it is. So, um, if you guys need help with anything, you guys can always reach out to me. Just remember that for some reason, Instagram took away my links. So like right here, like I can't, hold on a second. Like Instagram for some reason took away my links. I'll show you in a second if I can get there. Oh, wait, hold on a second. So yeah, I can see these, but you guys can't. Like for some reason they restricted me. So I don't know what happened, but they took away my links for some reason that they just didn't explain. But it's really sad. Like a lot of people that I know that are really good people in this space are getting their accounts banned all the time now. And then you have to really fight to get them back. Even like on my Facebook, I had like 16,000 followers and they stopped recommending it to other people because they they thought my account was like, you know, I don't know what they thought. But um yeah. So but what you could do is you could message me and I can always get back to you with whatever you need. Um and I give my WhatsApp, like my number out to whoever needs it, whoever wants it. So all throughout the day, I'm either helping people in my groups, or I'm helping people on Instagram, or I'm helping whoever really needs it. So, um, when I was a financial advisor, I left because I wanted to make my own like investment groups. So I became a teacher for business classes in high school, and you know, you start to realize that almost everyone can understand something. It's just the way you go about explaining it. It's a little bit different for everyone. Which also made me realize that there's no like one-on-one support anymore. It's either like you get thrown into a group or you just learn it on YouTube. Like there's no in between, which I found to be really strange. So, in any case, you guys can always reach out to me for anything, and I'm gonna continue to look at some of these financials like Hood and SoFi, and I think Google's gonna continue on till tomorrow. This is definitely a big breakout. It's gonna have one more that pushes up, especially with Amazon there, and then Apple. Even though it's a down day, Apple moves to like its own thing. So it wouldn't surprise me one of these days where Apple swings back up to some degree. Or if I'm lucky enough, Apple will come back down to 279, and from there we can start to get some movement. Let me see real quick, just with the top flows. We're about 30 minutes away from the close right now. Yeah, see all this bullish activity coming in on SPY, QQQ, Gold, Nvidia, Meta, Palantir. So definitely interesting. All right. Anyways, guys, it was definitely cool catching up with you, and I will try to see you guys tomorrow if you're in my group. I will see you later tonight to go over everything for tomorrow. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Take care, and bye bye. Apprenticeships and shadowing has largely disappeared early. Yeah, it has. It's sad. But you could always reach out to me. Just put this in the chat. Do you guys want to reach out to me? And yeah, a lot of it has disappeared. So, all right. Have a good rest of your day, guys, and I will see you later. Bye bye.